चार।
स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन। सहस्रार स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन। दो कर जोड़े तब चरणन में, दो कर जोड़े तब चरणन में, करे समर्पित तन और मन।
सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन। सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन। दो कर जोड़े तब चरणन में, दो कर जोड़े तब चरणन में, करे समर्पित तन और मन।
सहस्रार स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन।
सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन।
विनती है माँ तब चरण में, भक्ति का दान हमें दे दो माता, भक्ति का दान हमें दे दो माता।
विनती है माँ तब चरण में, भक्ति का दान हमें दे दो माता, भक्ति का दान हमें दे दो माता।
रंग दो अपनी भक्ति के रंग में,
रंग दो अपनी भक्ति के रंग में,
दूजा कोई रंग ना बाता। सहस्रार स्वामिनी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन।
सहस्रार स्वामी माँ निर्मल, तुम्हें वंदन करे योगी जन।
Good evening, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to today's evening meditation. We'll bow down and take Bandhan. We'll just keep both our hands on the lap and then relax and then let everything go. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Just let everything go and then try to be in the meditative mood. We'll keep both our hands facing towards the Mother Earth and say Shri Bhumi Devi mantra once, followed by Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Bhumi Devi, please take away all the negativities from all our chakras and body. And please bring us in thoughtless awareness. And please help us surrender ourselves at our mother's lotus feet. In that, we'll try and put our attention in Sahasrara. We'll bring our left hand on the lap, keeping our right hand facing towards the Mother Earth. We'll say Shri Nirmal Ganesh mantra once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmal Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, you are Shri Nirmal Ganesh. Please take away all the negativities from our left Muladhara. Please establish Sri Nirmal Ganesh principle within us. Saying that, we'll try and feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our left Muladhara, keeping our attention in Sahasrara. We'll say Shri Mahakali Bhairavnath mantra once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairavnath Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Shri Mataji, please take away all the negativities from our left channel. And please establish Shri Mahakali Bhairavnath principle within us, and please awaken Shri Mahakali and Shri Bhairavnath within us. Saying that, we'll try and keep our attention in our Ida Nadi, keeping our attention in Sahasrara. Try and feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our Ida Nadi. And then let everything go. We'll bring back our right hand on the lap. Then put left hand facing towards the Mother Earth. We'll say Shri Kartikeya mantra once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Shri Mataji, please come in a right Muladhara and please awaken Shri Kartikeya within us. Please destroy all the evil tendency within us and around us. We'll say Rakshasni and Rakshas Mantri, no Shri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Rakshasni Sakshat Rakshas Hantri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. We'll keep our attention in Sahasrara and try and feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our right Muladhara. Let everything go and try to be in thoughtless. We'll bring back our left hand on the lap. You can say Shri Ganesha Gauri mantra once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Gauri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Shri Mataji, please come in our center Muladhara chakra and please take away all the negativities from our center Muladhara. Shri Mataji, by your grace, we are innocent like child. Please establish Shri Ganesha Tattva and principle within us. Please awaken Shri Ganesha within us and make us innocent like a child and surrender completely at your lotus feet always. That will try and feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our center Muladhara, keeping our attention in Sahasrara. Then let everything go. We'll put our right hand facing towards the sky. We'll say Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana mantra once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please take away all the negativities from our Pingla Nadi. And please establish Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana within us. Please awaken Shri Mahasaraswati and Hanumana within us. Saying that, we'll keep our attention in Sahasrara and try and feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our Pingla Nadi. We just try to be in thoughtless and then let everything go from our Pingla Nadi, all the heat and all the tiredness of the day. And all thinking, planning. And bring back our right hand on the lap. We'll say Shri Mahalakshmi mantra once, followed by Shri Mahaganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Mahaganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please take away all the negativities from us Sushumna Nadi, and please establish Shri Mahalakshmi principle within us, and please awaken Shri Mahalakshmi within us. Mataji, please take away all the negativities from our back agya. Shri Mataji, you are everything to us, Shri Mataji. Saying that, we'll try and keep our attention in Sahasrara and try and feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our Sushumna Nadi. We'll say last mantra of Mahamantra, that is Sahas mantra for the Sahasrara. Keep our attention in, after that, we'll keep our attention in Sahasrara and try to be in thoughtless and meditate for a couple of minutes, and then I'll play Shri Mataji's talk after that. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, we surrender ourselves completely at your lotus feet. Shri Mataji, you are everything to us. Shri Mataji, we have complete faith within you, Shri Mataji. Saying that, we'll surrender everything at our mother's lotus feet and keep our attention in Sahasrara and meditate for a few minutes. After that, I'll play Shri Mataji's talk and then we can listen to Shri Mataji's talk.
Today is the very important day in the history of spirituality. The Ekadasha Rudra incarnation has been prophesied by every prophet that the Ekadasha Avtara will be coming and it will destroy all the negativity, all the anti-God activities. Ekadasha principle actually is built in void because when the saints wanted to cross the ocean of illusion through their meditation, they are hindered, troubled, tortured and slaughtered by negative forces. These negative forces came up through the feelings of human beings. When human beings failed, they saw other people who were so much better than them, and they saw that they are nowhere compared to many other human beings, or sometimes out of anger and temper, the villainous temperament grew into them, and then it formed this anti-God negativity in the void. So void has given actually the villainy to come into form. As you see in Sas Yoga, we must have seen it many a times, that when you go to a wrong guru or to a wrong person, or you do unauthorized worshipping, your left void catches. So in the left void, all those destructive forces acted. Also, in the process of evolution, there were many plants, animals who were destroyed because they were not in the center, because they were egoistical, some were cunning, some were too big, some were too small. And they were all thrown out. And when they were thrown out, they felt that they must react. So they went into the collective subconscious and came as subtler entities to harm the people who were ascending. Like we see these days viruses that attack us. These are the plants which have gone out of circulation. After some time you will find tobacco will go out of circulation. Many drugs will go out of circulation. All these can form a kind of anti-growth, anti-development, anti-freedom forces within ourselves. So, in the area of void, these horrible negative forces were formed. In the same way, many human beings who were born and tried to assert their ego went into egoistical processes and thought that they can control people, they can have their domain over all the human beings, they can overpower the whole world. All such people form a very powerful institutions in the history. And today also there are many such forces coming into existence. These forces are building and destroying every moment. They are building into our void area and then they are destroyed. These people, when they come from the right side, from the right void, we call them as supraconscious. And those who come from the left side, we call them as the subconscious entities. All these entities do exist. As human beings are the image of God, as in the collective subconscious of God Almighty, and also in the supraconscious of God Almighty. These forces still remain till they go to hell. In the same way, in us also, in human beings also, these forces exist. And they try to overpower us. It's very remarkable that we had this puja in Austria. Because in the geography of this world, Europe is the void. And in that, Austria is the one where we should have anti-negative forces built up to fight the negative forces. It's such a right place to have this puja. And I'm really thankful to all the Sahajogis who have chosen this place for Ekadasha Rudra Puja. In the modern times, as we see today, these forces are acting in very subtler manner, in a manner that human beings cannot understand. And they are driven into it. If you see the way we are drifting from reality, the way we are getting tempted by superficial, nonsensical things, the way we have horrible diseases waiting at our doorsteps, we realize that we are standing on the verge of falling into a Maya from where we may never rise, we may never come up. So we have to understand what is within us which can destroy forever these anti-development, anti-evolutionary, anti-constructive temperament of the nature. In the nature, if you see, everything circulates in a very regular manner. For example, in the winter time, the leaves have to fall down because the nitrogen of the leaves has to go into the Mother Earth to nourish the trees. Moreover, the Mother Earth must get sun's rays. So there should be no leaves, and the sun's rays can penetrate into the Mother Earth to nourish her. Then the trees, when they are nourished, they again become green and lush, so that they receive the sun's light and make chlorophyll out of them. Also, they suck in the water from the Mother Earth and throw them in the atmosphere to act as catalyst for the rain to come. When the rain comes during the rainy season, they are again nourished with water. The life again, they lose all their leaves and the whole circle goes on in a beautiful manner. There is no reversion, it's just a continuous circle going in a very beautiful manner to create and recreate. But with the interference of man, nature gets disturbed. Also, you can enhance the nature. You can save the nature's destruction, which could be natural also. But when you get your realization, when you get your realization, then with your vibrations, you can save all natural things that are decaying under the modern influence. So, first of all, we see the effect of realization, how it acts as Ekadasha root. It destroys the negative forces which are trying to destroy the nature. One day I am sure you all will evolve to such a state that even your glance is sufficient to make the trees grow, to make the fruit sweet, to make the flowers fragrant. That's possible because our growth is showing results. Slowly, slowly, it's showing results because you should not be stunned, you should not be shocked, so that you can see for yourself what you are and what you are achieving. But to allow this force within us to grow, first of all, we should be very introspective. We should try to see ourselves. What is happening to us? We must watch our steps. Are we moving towards our construction or towards our destruction? What are we doing? This Ekadasha Rudra force, which is within us, is so powerful, so very powerful, that not only in nature, but also in human beings it acts. It acts in a way that you are shocked and surprised. There's a gentleman whom I had given realization. He's very dedicated, but he is not in a place where he can come to SYUK. And some people tried to trouble him very much. And he told me they all met with an accident and all of them are now lying in the hospital. So I said, I didn't do anything. By their own doings, they have crossed the limits. And if you cross the limits of goodness, naturally you go something, what we call as evil. And if you fall into the ditches of evil, you have to suffer. But also it acts on Sahajogis. I've known of a Sahajogi who tried to be a little funny about money. I didn't think that he should be punished. I never thought of such a thing, that he should be punished really. But they acted, his own forces acted against him. And he got so sick, so very sick, that in my presence he used to just shake like a dried leaf. I never even told him that I know what you are doing. In Sahaja Yoga, when you enter, you have to know that slowly and steadily you are climbing up a very steep road, because it has to be very quick. So the rise is very steep. And when you are climbing up that rise, you have to know if you don't go further, you will slip down. But if you move sideways, you will fall down. You may say that, Mother, we are moving sideways, so there is a movement. Because you are falling down also, one may feel the movement. That is the movement of destruction. So you must have proper discretion about yourself. Are we ascending or descending? Are we losing our steps? Are we going higher in our steps? Which sometimes we do not realize that we are amidst the worst possible negativity in the history of this universe. In the olden times, there would be only one Rakshasa at a time one had to deal with. It was so easy to deal with one Rakshasa. But to deal with so many of them already needs a lot of work. But the worst part about it is that in the modern times, these Rakshasas have entered into the brains of people. Because of their teachings, because of their delusions, people have accepted them. And these people are my children. They are seekers. They are seekers of truth. It's like people using children for a ransom. They put the children before me and I don't know what to do. If I try to kill the devils, then the children are in front. So which is the best way is to destroy in modern times. Of course, they can be killed, they can die. But how am I to save the people whom they have polluted, whom they have wronged? It is a very, very difficult and very delicate work. For that, the only way is to bring them to a point where they get completely exposed, they are debased, and the whole world knows who are they, how they look like. So instead of fighting them from outside, or just asking Yama to go and kill them, it's best is to make their own being caught into the web of Ekadasha Rudra, so that they are exposed to people by their misdeed. That is the advantage, I should say, a part of the ugly game of falsehood. Falsehood always gets exposed. You can see writ large on their faces their hypocrisy, their evil intentions, and their satanic schemes. As I said, that modern times are the worst for these attacks. We have to be more alert, more aware, more understanding. As Sahaja-yogis, you all are very well equipped. But we all the time forget that we have got our vibrations, that we have got a new awareness of vibrations. We have got vibratory awareness. And these vibratory awareness are a kind of a messenger which is absolute, which communicates and which tells us what's wrong with others, what's wrong with us. But if you start taking your decision through your mental, emotional enterprises, then be sure that you'll be misguided. Because all these endeavors are one-sided. Like a mental projection goes like this in a linear way, falls upon. And also a emotional one does the same. Even the physical is just the same. But when you start seeing through the vibrations, what do? Is to ask your spirit to communicate to you. And the spirit is the absolute knowledge. So you do not succumb to your conditioning or to your ego or to any other training or any other guru, but yourself. So it is very important for all of you to understand that we are not going to take any decision on our mental level, but on our vibrations. Many people think that if I say something about someone, maybe because they have reported it to me. But supposing if I am the source of all the vibrations, what is there for me to get reported? Why should anybody report to me? If they want to report, they may, but I know what exactly is the situation. Once in Rauri, I was waiting in the guest house, and about 5-6 professors came on their bikes. Came and told me, "Mother, we have come to warn you about a particular gentleman." I said, "Who is this gentleman?" They gave the name of this gentleman. I said, "You have to be very careful, he's a politician." I said, "All right, that's all you know about him?" They said, "Yes." "So you have to be very careful." I said, "Now I'll tell you about it. That this man has not married his wife. She's the wife of somebody else, and he has eloped with this woman. and the child is his. But this lady was raped by him, that's how he's got the child. When I started telling, they all started raising their eyebrows and opening their eyes. He said, Mother, how do you know? I said, you go and find out. Whatever I'm saying, is it true or not? They were completely stunned. They went back and then reported to me that, Mother, it's surprising what you said was the truth. So on vibrations, you can know everything. But those who try to decide things without vibrations can make mistakes till you reach a certain stage where you don't have to spread your hands to ask, just you know. But to go to that stage, you have to first of all surrender your discretion to vibrations. Now, some people don't have proper vibrations. Maybe their Vishuddhis are bad. They should take proper care of their Vishuddhis. Even then, if they don't have some physical problem on the Vishuddhi, they can feel it within themselves. What chakras are catching, what is happening to this gentleman. Normally, because we are in modern times, the people who are possessed appear more beautiful than the people who are not possessed. Once we had a lady who came to us in our program. She was completely possessed, thin like a beanstalk, absolutely. And everybody, that was the beginning of surgery, felt that what a beautiful woman has come. And I told them to keep her out of the hall for the time being. They couldn't understand. Then she got cured, and she looks very different now. To me, she is very beautiful. The beauty that was seen at that time must be the camouflage of the negativity that people saw. Like as you see these cinema actresses, cinema actors, and some of the clowns who move as presidents, this, that, you can see it large on their faces, how horrid they are. But unless and until you yourself are of that level and sincere, you won't be able to make it out. Today, what we are doing is to awaken within us this Ekadasha Rudra force, which will help you to fight your own negativity and fight the negativity of the whole world. Now we have so many hands, so many people with different, what we call them, ayudha, means the weapons. All these weapons are with you. They are within you. And you can definitely use them. But first you must know what weapons you are carrying and how to use them. There's so much blind faith. There is so much of wrong ideas, so much of organizational fortresses they have built. All kinds of nonsensical things are going on in this world. But they'll all be finished. Nobody will know anything about them except that they might know as some villainous creatures on this earth. Ultimately, the living will exist. We have to know that we know the living force, and we have to be very sure about it. And we have to be proud about it, that we know what is the living force. Then this Ekadasha Rudra within us becomes very strong. Anybody who tries to trouble you will have a nice punch. Any organization which tries to subdue Sahaja Yoga or in any way harm it will have a nice time. Like I went for Muff Tiffin show and he misbehaved. Next week, that show was closed down. No more. In India, there was a newspaper which tried to make a funny article out of me the newspaper was closed down for months together. Just it happens. I don't say anything of the kind, but the way things happen is very surprising. How this Ekadashi is now active. Also, the most significant thing is that this Ekadasha is going to act only in Kali Yuga, in these modern times. Earlier, it was not going to act because there was hardly one guru who is today a guru, must have been a Satan last time. Only one horrible Rakshasa there. So it was very easy to kill him. To kill Kamsa, it took no time for Sri Krishna, or to kill Ravana, it took no time for Sri Rama. And once they are killed, the whole thing becomes clean start. But here they are like mosquitoes. So many of them, one after the other. There's no end to it. And they have entered also into the being of human beings, giving them diseases, all kinds of problems and tortures. So the problem is much more deeper and very, very complicated. That is why the Ekadasha Rudra, which has got 11 destroying powers, we say that there are 10 directions, you can say. And this is the 11. So 10 from outside, 1 from inside. All these 11 forces can act onto anyone who tries to hamper the progress of SYUK, or even to say something against me, or against you. Anybody who tries to trouble you, it will act. On the physical level, it appears on your forehead here. The Ekadasha Rudra shows on your forehead, and you get a swelling over here. Some people you must have seen have a furrow here and a huge big thing coming up. Mostly the cancer patient, if you see them,
Keep our attention in Sahasrara and meditate for a few minutes. We'll slowly open our eyes, go down and take Bandhan. Thank you everyone for joining today's evening meditation. Have a good evening. Good night. Jai Shri Mataji. I'll play some music if anyone wants to continue meditating.